Okay, now we've sat the covers on these batteries. I just need to get them bolted down, and then we will go through the smoke testing procedure. Okay, there are 6 shorter bolts that bolt down the cover around the service disconnect lever connector. And then I believe there are 50 bolts going around the outside circumference of the upper battery cover. Okay, I'm ready to. We need this battery leak test kit. And the battery leak test kit comes with the electrical connectors that fit on the front of this battery, except they are filled, the ends of those connectors are filled with some sort of RTV, so that when we put this on, and these are weather sealed connectors, it'll prevent the smoke from coming out of the electrical connectors. So our first step is to install these connectors. So over here on the driver's side of the battery, we have a gray electrical connector to plug one of the low voltage harnesses, and a black one to plug the low voltage harness. And then we have the big 2-wire electrical connector. It's going to plug in just like that. It's all plugged up. There are no terminals inside of here, so there's no electrical connection being made. And then finally, over here on the passenger side, we have the charging system connector, and notice that it has threads on the end of it. Okay, the next step in the smoke testing procedure is to cover up the 4, they're called gore vents, that are on the battery cover itself. And these gore vents are vents that allow air to move in and out so that pressure equalization can take place inside the battery housing versus outside the battery. But this gore material, Gore-Tex, I believe, prevents water from coming in, and dust and dirt and so on, but it lets air go through it, but supposedly nothing else. 2 of these vents are facing up, and this is underneath the car, so they're well protected up out of the way of road dirt and water and everything else. And then there are 2 on the back of that upper housing. You see smoke right here and right here. Oh, it's the the drain plug underneath. The water drain plug. I didn't tighten that up. Better get my torque wrench and tighten that up. So let's take off this masking tape. See how easy they come off, if at all. Oh, not bad. Okay, so there's the front, there's the back of one of the gore patches. It plugs straight in and then has a latch lever, and that's all there is to connecting the X3. So that's this connector here. For our charger, we will plug that in. Push the connector position assurance clip in that retains it in place. Let's get those connectors on. Alright, we've got the inlet and the outlet hose plugged in.
I want to show you how you can fix the battery of the hybrid battery of Prius 2006. This is positive, I connected to the red. This is negative, I connected to the black. And then you would see that I'm reading 5.53. And if I connect it to the next one, if I connect it to the next one, I'm reading 7.61. So if I connect it to the next one, I see that it is 7.65, and then I'm checking every one of them. All of them come out as like 7.6 or so. I took note was I actually started from the very bottom. So I wrote what is the voltage. So 760, 53, 62, 65, 64, 66, 67. So all of them were almost the same, all the way to where I got to cell number 8, which is these two cells connected to each other, which was reading 6.38. That was matching what they told me. They told me it is cell 8 of your battery is not good, but they never told me which one of them is not good. So what I'm showing over here to you is that it really does not matter if they tell you which cell is good or not. You can actually go and find out which one is not reading the voltage that was expected. Pick it up and then open it. So then I opened it. And as I told you, underneath these, they're all having like some small connections. You can actually look underneath and see, or you can actually feel it with your hand. So the next step is I'm actually trying to loosen these so they get loosened. And then once it is loosened, I mean, I'm not gonna take all of them out. I'm just gonna go all the way to get to the one that was bad. So this is the one that was bad, and I'm gonna take it out. So I take the bad one. Here is my new cell. You just make sure that when you are taking the bad one out, here was the positive. You put the positive there. You don't put it like this, the negative. So make sure that the positive is replaced in the right position. So I'm gonna put it back, and then before I connect it, I'm actually going to read the voltage one more time, making sure that this is now 7.6. So this was the new one. Let me read the voltage on it. So it is 7.58, almost the same. Connected. Now the last step, we put the whole cover on top of it and go